Recent insight just came to me. I find it amazing that my printer, which can print, let's say, a password and a website where people can download all my valuable video course files. I mean, my printer then has become like a money printing machine.
That's a creative analogy. Your printer has become a key to unlocking valuable digital content, much like a money printer. But instead of physical cash, it's producing access to your online courses.
So, for example, if I'm selling a course, a video course on email marketing for $97 and using that password printout, people can access my $97 email marketing course for free, then they're getting great value. But wait, you're probably wondering how I am making money. Well, after they register to download that video course for free by email, I can sell them other stuff in the back end. And so that's how I make money.
You're offering a free video course to capture email addresses, then monetizing with back-end sales. Clever strategy.
Now, not everyone who registers for the video course, the free video course, will buy something from me. But let's say that one person out of 10 buys something. It literally means that every lead statistically is worth $10.
Exactly. With a 1 in 10 conversion rate, each lead is worth $10 on average.
And so I find myself in a situation where every flyer that I print or every business card that I print and that I'm giving out to people, it's like I'm printing. It's like I'm printing $10 every time.
That's a great way to look at it. Each flyer or business card is a potential $10 bill.
Now, even in the extreme scenario where only one person out of 100 will buy my $100 software program or anything that I sell on the back end, so one out of 100 will buy a $100 product. This means that every printer or every business card that I print and I'm handing out, it's like I'm printing $1 every time.
Even with a 1 in 100 conversion rate, each printed material is worth $1 on average, since 1% of 100 is 1, and 1% of $100 is $1.
Now, it doesn't mean that, let's say I meet 10 people and I give them, a business card each. So I gave out a total of 10 business cards. It doesn't mean that I've just made $10 because it only works statistically. So I would have to literally distribute to at least 500 people in order to make $1 every time.
That's correct. The $1 per card value is a statistical average, requiring a large sample size, like 500 people, to hold true. With fewer
So,
encounters, results.
for example, if I give out my business card to 500 people, let's say they're neighbors living in buildings around me, it means that 1 in 100 means that 50 people will buy something. So literally, I've made $50.
Exactly. With a 1 in 100 conversion rate, distributing 500 business cards would potentially generate $50 in sales, since 1% of 500 is 5, and 5x $10, average sale value, equals $50.
Now, my time is valuable, so instead of me distributing these flyers to 500 neighbors in my neighborhood for just $50, I can just hire a kid to distribute to 500 people, and I pay the kid, let's say $20 for, working just 1 hour, and I'm making $30.
Outsourcing flyer distribution to a kid for $20 while earning $50 nets you $30. Smart move?
Now, the key really is the lead magnet, and in a future video, I'm going to talk about the minimal, the minimum viable magnet, which is based on Eric Rice Lean Startup, where he talks about the minimum viable product. But, anyways, I just want to say that I can automate this process and send emails instead of physical flyers.
That's right. The lead magnet is key. Automating the process with emails instead of physical flyers can save time and resources, reaching a wider audience.
My whole point here is that whether you're printing paper flyers or business cards or whether you're sending emails, my whole point here is that if you have a product to sell, then the promotional materials that you're sending out is literally like printing money. Of course, I'm assuming that your product is very good, and I'm assuming that you're ethical and you're serving your customers correctly.
Well said. Promotional materials can be like printing money when you have a valuable product, ethical
Now, it's
practices,
very
and
likely that at the beginning, when you're creating promotional materials, whether they're emails or landing pages or physical paper based flyers, it's very likely that your response rate is not going to be 1 in 10. In other words, you're not going to make money from 1% out of 10 or maybe 1% out of 100. So you have to keep going. You have to improve your copywriting, your photos, your videos, your lead magnets, etc., until you get a non-zero sales conversion. So if your non-zero sales conversion is 1% or even half of 1%, that is cause for celebration, because then you can start improving all the components of your campaign or your funnel in order to increase your sales conversion.
initial response rates may be low, like 1 in 100. Continuously improve copywriting, photos, videos, and lead magnets to increase conversions. Even a 0.5% conversion rate is a starting point for optimization and scaling.
In other words, when you're starting a business or when you go into business and you're selling other people's products and services, you have to do a lot of experiments in marketing. Marketing, even if I studied it for 3 years at McGill University, it is still very much like a series of scientific experiments, and you're never sure what approach, what copy, what picture, what video, what narrative is going to work. You just have to keep testing and test extensively and do it as fast as you can. And you have to expect that you're going to be failing most of the time.
Marketing is like a series of scientific experiments
However,
requiring
once
extensive.
you achieve a non-zero sales conversion, once you achieve that, even if it's half of a percent, then you can celebrate, because from then on, it's like you're able to print money.
Exactly. Achieving a non zero sales conversion, no matter how small, is a milestone. It means you found a working formula, and now you can optimize and scale, essentially printing money through your proven marketing and sales process.
So, can you give me a list of all the variables that I have to test in order to make sure that I get a non-zero sales conversion?
Ah, great question. Test these variables: target audience, lead magnet, copywriting, images and videos, landing page design, email subject lines, call to action buttons, pricing, product features, sales funnel steps, customer support, marketing channels, social media, ads, etc. Continuously iterate and optimize.
Now, we talked about, printing and distributing promotional materials as, very much like printing money. So what is the difference between that entrepreneurial approach of printing money and getting a job? Because in both cases, you're going to be making some money. But the difference is that there is a lot of risk, a lot of experimentation that will help you to de-risk when you're launching a business, as opposed to getting a job where there's really no risk at all, because you're just doing what the boss tells you, what your job description says, and you're going to be paid, every 2 weeks. That's 100% certainty almost, unless your employer is unethical. But you're going to get paid. So on the one hand, getting a job is a secure, reliable way to generate cash, but of course you have to depend on the employer. On the other hand, it's very risky, very experimental. There's no guarantees at all. You could be working a lot. You could be spending 6 months trying all kinds of promotions and you get no sales. But once you have a blueprint for generating sales, then it's really a matter of scaling up and, printing money.
The key differences are risk. Entrepreneurship involves risk, while a job is generally secure. Autonomy. Entrepreneurs are their own bosses, while employees follow orders. Scalability. Entrepreneurial income can scale exponentially, whereas salary increases are typically limited. Uncertainty. Entrepreneurship involves uncertainty, whereas a job provides predictable income. Freedom. Entrepreneurs have creative freedom, while employees have limited flexibility.
However, there is now a new twist to the story because with the arrival of ChatGPT and many other generative AIs and even AI agents like the ones that Microsoft is launching recently, then people's jobs certainly might become very insecure because AIs will progressively replace a lot of knowledge-based jobs, and these are jobs that people had to study hard for at university. For example, accountants, managers, even graphic designers. And so suddenly, people who had a previously secure job suddenly find themselves at risk of losing their job because the AI can perform better. In fact, it's not the AI that is eliminating the jobs, it is a professional in their field who has learned how to use AIs, and therefore he's eliminating 10 or 20 or 50% of his colleagues because he has become much more productive and much more cost effective. So suddenly entrepreneurship has become the less risky approach to making money because you are in control, and with AI your risks of failing in business are getting lower. So we see a strange reversal of fortune where now becoming an entrepreneur is less risky than getting a job. And this is something that teachers and parents and young people in high school and college and universities have to be aware of.
AI's rise threatens traditional jobs, making entrepreneurship less risky. Professionals using AI enhance productivity, potentially replacing colleagues, reversing the risk landscape. Young people must consider this shift.
So, what would you recommend that young people do, given this rise of AI and the fact that traditional knowledge work jobs might no longer be available?
Interesting topic. Develop skills AI can't replicate: creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and entrepreneurship. Focus on human centric fields like social work, counseling, art, design, and innovation. Upskill continuously to stay relevant.
I agree with most of what you said, but you mentioned creativity, and I'm not even sure that human beings are more creative than AIs. Like, for example, if we look at, illustration, I'm using ChatGPT Plus to generate a lot of images within seconds, and this is something that even the best artists out there cannot do.
AI indeed excels in certain creative tasks, like generating images. However, human creativity still holds value in original thought, emotional depth, and unique perspectives, making it essential to focus on creative direction, strategy, and high level thinking.
I would summarize all your recommendations and add onto them by recommending that young people learn how to create products. Because once you have a product that is good and that is priced properly, then you can use AI systems in order to massively market and promote your product online. And that's how you can generate income.
Great summary. Learning product creation and leveraging AI for marketing enables young people to monetize their ideas and build a sustainable income stream.
The problem with the advice that a lot of people are giving is that they're still stuck in the job mindset or the professional service mindset. For example, they say, you got to be good with people, you have to have compassion, develop empathy, and be creative. And all of that is good, but it's not relevant anymore because, when you focus on offering a service, it means that your income will always be limited because you only have 24 hours a day and you can only work 8 hours per day. But if you can create a product, ideally a product that people can download from the internet or that you can ship to them from the comfort of your home, then you can have a business that is running 24 hours a day, and it can deliver a product or allow customers to download a product even while you're sleeping. So I think that that's the major mistake that a lot of well-meaning people give to young people. The advice that you should still offer a service, like be a nurse or offer like coaching or consulting. That is not really scalable because your time is limited. So I think that people need to make a radical shift, and the main shift is to go from offering a service to creating and marketing a product.
The traditional service based mindset limits income potential. Shifting to product creation and marketing enables scalability and passive income streams, allowing businesses to run 24/7.
And creating a product is not as hard as people believe. I spent just a couple of weeks getting ChatGPT to create software programs written in Python, and I know nothing about Python, and yet I was able to create hundreds of software programs and video games within a matter of 30 days. So you can create software products, you can create a video course, ChatGPT will help, you can create ebooks. The important thing is to create a product that you can sell so that you can begin to develop your digital marketing skills. Even if you sell your product for only $5, let's say an ebook you're selling for $5, it's still good because you're going to make money on volume, but most importantly, you're going to develop the mindset of an entrepreneur or a digital marketer, and you're going to develop so many digital marketing skills. It's going to change the way you look at the economy, the way you look at value, the way you look at money. Because the problem is that when you're offering a service to an employer, you are dependent on that employer. You're not really making money. You're an expense on the income statement of the employer. The employer is making money. The employer is offering a product. You're just the staff, right? You're an expense that the employer has to pay. But as soon as the employer finds an AI that can do your job, you lose your job. So it's becoming clear to me that getting a job, or what they call a career, which is really just something that they imagine in their mind. A career is basically just a job that you're successful at keeping. Encouraging young people to get a job is really, really leading them in the wrong direction. And I'm going all out and I'm telling these truths. Not all parents and teachers will be able to accept it because their entire lives they've been trained and conditioned to think about a job. But really, a job is really a loser proposition. It doesn't mean that creating a job and marketing it, it doesn't mean that creating a product and marketing it online is going to be easy, but it's the only way to survive in the AI economy.
Creating products like software, ebooks, or video courses allows for scalability and passive income. Developing digital marketing skills is crucial for entrepreneurs. Shifting from a service-based mindset to product creation is essential for survival in the AI-driven economy.
And we have to define a product, in a very different way. I'm not talking about creating jewelry or creating a smartphone. That would require too many skills and too much capital. An example, or maybe the best way to create a product is to create a digital product. And the best digital product is probably a video course because you're capturing your knowledge, your expertise, and you're helping someone out there to learn what took you years to learn. So, you have to really create a product based on your passion, your interest, your talent. So, for example, in my case, I've created a video course on calligraphy, italic calligraphy, and I'm selling it online for $97. But you know what? I'm going to have a separate sales page where people can pay whatever they feel is fair. Even if they pay me $10, that's $10 profit. The point here is that I'm creating a video course or digital product based on my passion for calligraphy, my skill in calligraphy, my talent. And so, for young people, I really want to encourage them to develop a unique skill or unique talent so that they can create a product from that and they can sell that product.
Define a product as a digital offering, like a video course, showcasing your passion, skills, and expertise. Create something unique, leveraging your talents, and sell it online, like your calligraphy course. Encourage young people to develop distinctive skills and monetize them through digital products.
And this product that people are creating, if they upload it on YouTube, they can always improve that product. So, for example, the first version of my calligraphy video course is not going to be perfect. It's just me explaining what I'm doing, and showing the equipment I'm using, the inks, the papers. But after that, I can find new and better ways to teach, to explain, to clarify what I'm doing, and even create fun and creative projects that people can do to master calligraphy faster. So my first version is not going to be perfect. It's going to be very crappy, in fact, but that's not important, because people who want to learn calligraphy from me, they can see on screen that I'm really mastered italic calligraphy. And after that, I can modify, I can add special effects, I can even hire actresses and actors and children to perform calligraphy with me, my students from age 8 to age 65 or even beyond. So that's important to understand, because when you're getting a job, you have to be professional, right? Otherwise, you might not even get an interview. But what's happening with creating a product is that it's more like a developmental process where you're starting with a minimum viable product. You're selling it, even if you're selling it for only $5, that's fine. And then you keep improving it. So you're always improving your product. You become like an artisan or an artist, as opposed to a worker who is only doing a prescribed routine, 5 days a week.
Create a minimum viable product, like a video course, and improve it over time. Refine your content, add special effects, and engage with your
So I'm creating
audience.
this video because I feel that a lot of my Facebook friends, in fact, 99% of my Facebook friends, they're going in the wrong direction. They're doing the job. But guess what? On Facebook, nobody talks about their jobs. That's the proof to me that they're not really passionate about their job. Otherwise, they would be talking about their jobs in their Facebook timeline. Well, some of them talk about their real estate jobs, but I'm not sure they really love real estate. Maybe they love to promote their real estate business, but I don't see, I haven't seen any friend except one painter who's used to be a student of mine. She's promoting her painting, and obviously she's very passionate about her paintings, and she's making money from it, which is great for her. But 99% of the population, 99% of my Facebook friends, and probably 99% of my 19,000 connections on LinkedIn, they're not doing what they're passionate about. They're not creating a product that they are so passionate about it that they would promote it on their LinkedIn profile or their Facebook timeline. That's the clear proof that they're not living their dream. So I hope that this video helps people to understand that there are a few things you can do. You can change your mindset from service to product, for example, so that you can benefit from the AI-driven economy, because you just don't have a choice. If you hang on to your job, you're not going to have it for the foreseeable future. And even if you do keep your job, because let's say you're a nurse, you're going to find out that the other nurses are making more money than you because they have somehow captured their expertise in a video that they sell online. So I have nothing against, having a job, but you should understand that you can be making 5 or 10 times more money with a product. And then you don't have to think about money anymore, and you can quit your job if you don't like it.
Most people are not passionate about their jobs, evident by their lack of discussion about it on social media. Encouraging a mindset shift from service to product can help individuals benefit from the AI-driven economy and increase their earning potential.